Welcome back, everybody. You got Will and I Man here from the Block Runner, MetaZone, and Rovi, and today we're going to be talking about Ordinals and their domination taking over Ethereum.
I was right, dude. See, the real reason I wanted to record this video is to
just to say I was right.
Stick it to you, dude.
The truth comes out, huh?
That's the whole motivation here, dude.
The last two videos you've said you've been right,
dude. It's pretty intense, right, dude? My record is they call me Barry Bonds, dude. I just bat nonstop killers.
Yeah, calm down.
Home
Babe
runs,
Ruth.
dude. Yeah, there you go. But yeah, so Ordinals is not a nothing burger after all, because I think the last time we talked about it, Yuga Labs was in the planning phases of launching like their first drop.
Correct.
Inscriptions.
Yeah, they're selling Skittles.
Yeah, they put out like what it is they were going to sell, but they didn't actually sell them yet. So since then and now, they sold.
Yeah.
All 300 of them.
300.
And that's how much Bitcoin they generated. It's a shit ton, dude.
$16 million worth of Bitcoin.
In today's valuation.
Yeah. Which has gone up since then, like significantly, actually.
True, because of financial meltdown. And
more
stuff.
than $16 million now.
So, yeah, they're killing it. They made 735 full Satoshis.
735, man.
That's a lot of Bitcoin.
That
For
is.
300 of these, I guess, like generative art pieces. So I guess one of the predictions or claims we made is this, if they had a successful sale, and I think we said like somewhere around the realm of like $10 to $15 million. Like if they would have done that, that for sure was like the catalyst.
Yeah.
I think that's like enough of a dollar figure for like other creators. So that's like a signal. Hey, man, there is a market in this Bitcoin sphere.
For sure. Yeah.
There's liquidity that's like dormant, looking for, assets to purchase.
Yeah, and if I were Yuga Labs, I would have done the same thing, and I wanted to test the market. So I'm only going to do 300. I'm going to do some random, art that doesn't really have implications to anything.
Correct.
Right?
It's not like they're going to build a metaverse around these Skittles.
Yeah, they're not.
Like the other side.
Right.
These cannot, maybe they could be avatars, like little beans. I don't fucking know, but you're right. This was just...
it's just art. You want art? We're going to do art, and you're going to buy it.
Because we told you to.
Yeah.
And we're Yuga Labs. Fuck you guys.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what this was. But it worked.
Yeah. So 735 Bitcoin, that's a lot. And here's how small the market is, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So we have, articles from Decrypt. They're talking about a scam project making a ton of money.
Okay, now you have to explain the scam here, dude.
Okay, so...
Even though it's pretty obvious, but yeah.
Yeah, so this project, who is not Yuga, just took the Bored Ape images and inscribed them on Bitcoin.
Yeah, and it's not like they imagined them either, right?
No.
So it's not even like a case could be made for, how like an IP infringement, there's like, what is it, transformative? And
it's transformative and what's...
I forgot the other one, but there was no transformative attempt here.
No.
Literally carbon copy from one chain to the next.
Yeah.
So, and guess what? Like, I think basically most of them have been inscribed.
Yeah.
And they're selling, and people are trading them aftermarket already.
That's right.
So,
that's right.
Shit's happening.
Yeah, and so they're talking about a project that just like took the IP of another one, and I think they measured the fees for inscribing all of them, and it was about $1 million in Bitcoin fees to inscribe.
To get to these 10,000 Bitcoin apes out there.
Yeah.
So, if you're a Bitcoin miner, you're fucking loving this, which was a prediction, right?
Yeah.
At some point, the maxis, because the Bitcoin maxis were not loving the idea of this at first, right? Or maybe they still don't.
They probably still don't. And really, this is like a side market to what the Bitcoin protocol actually kind of supports to a certain extent, because Ordinals is supported on Bitcoin because you can kind of add whatever you want onto the block of a Bitcoin, but it's not just because you have Bitcoin, all of a sudden you have like images in your wallet, and that's not the case.
Correct.
You have to use specific wallets in order to see this.
Yes, of course. Yeah, like one of the things that has been said is just how early this is. This is like a phenomenon that's literally started a few months ago.
Yeah.
Right, we're basically witnessing the ground floor of this. That's why there's speculation. Will this turn into something or will it not?
Yeah.
And we went to ETH Denver recently. None of you guys know this because I looked it up on the internet to try and find like evidence of this. But Joe Lubin, CEO of Consensus,
yeah,
basically the founder of MetaMask and everything that has like been pillars in the Ethereum ecosystem.
Yeah.
He was asked a question on stage during that event. It's like, what are you most bullish about?
Yeah.
And he said Ordinals on Bitcoin.
Yeah.
The fucking ETH guy. Probably the guy next to Vitalik most responsible for Ethereum's you know, at least at an infrastructure level, like its success. Thinks the Ordinals thing is the next thing to like pay attention to. Like, and he's like, I'm gonna get a lot of hate from this, but I'm gonna say it because he knows.
Yeah.
So that probably means MetaMask is already working on like a Bitcoin Ordinals wallet.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised, you know. So this is a big fucking deal, in my opinion. Like, this is huge.
Yeah. Yeah. So talking about supporting Ordinals, Magic Eden now supports Ordinals.
Also a big deal. This is a marketplace that originated from Solana, right?
Yeah.
And eventually, over time, as all NFT marketplaces do, they end up supporting other chains. Like they, expanded to Polygon.
Yeah.
And Ethereum, of course. But now, I think they're one of the first movers to support the Bitcoin protocol.
Yeah. So look at this list here. You want to see Polygon?
There
or
you
want
go.
to see Bitcoin?
That's all you need to know, dude.
Yeah.
But it's kind of incredible when you think about it, because I mean, if you do like a comparative analysis, I'm pretty sure there's other layer ones out there, like maybe Cardano, maybe Avalanche, that have generated probably more volume in their like native NFT sales, but they haven't gone through the hard work of integrating with them. Yeah. Right? Why Bitcoin, dude? Why do you think they're so quick to jump on this Bitcoin Ordinal wagon?
Well, if they don't jump on this Bitcoin wagon, there won't be a wagon to jump on, right?
Yeah, but don't you think that's like a big risk for like a platform like Magic Eden?
It depends. It depends on like the effort to actually support it. Like if it's not a big effort, then why not?
Yeah, and I think it's like a huge like business opportunity, right? Everybody knows the Ordinal the ecosystem needs infrastructure. So if you're the first one to come out and provide that, you are first mover.
Yeah.
You get that network effect.
That's right.
That's a big deal always.
Yeah.
OpenSea.
It's a calculated risk by these teams just to support it, right?
Totally. So the NFT marketplace, it's a hot war going on in that sector. Everybody's trying to literally dethrone each other. So this is a big move, I think, from Magic Eden. So let's take a look at some of this stuff.
Yeah, so we're looking at the Bitcoin apes, and total volume is half a Bitcoin, roughly. Owners, 5,000. Total supply, 9.7 thousand.
Half a Bitcoin?
Yeah, I think this is half a Bitcoin on this particular exchange.
I see. Yeah, there are others. So up until this point, I think mostly the way to trade these inscriptions were like over the counter.
Over the counter, correct.
Which is obviously a huge...
Yeah, you had to have a middleman. You have to send everything to the middleman, and then he'll take a fee.
Correct. So that's what we said in the last video about, like, in order for Ordinals to really take off, we need infrastructure, right? So this is the beginnings of that, and we're quickly starting to see some new entrants as a result.
And look at this, Bitcoin DeGods.
Yeah, this is very popular Ethereum. Well, actually, no, Solana PFP project. Yeah. So it makes sense that they hopped on as quick as possible,
Yeah. Many have speculated the return the DeGods have forever inscribed on Bitcoin. So we're looking at 13 Bitcoin in total volume.
There we go.
The floor price is 0.88. Look at that.
Yeah.
It's quite significant.
That's a lot of moolah, dude.
That is.
Almost a full Bitcoin. So there's a lot of like takeaways from this, dude. Basically, we got to give you guys the same like disclaimer that we give when we covered AI projects.
Yeah.
We covered a lot of things that are like emerging and like still nascent. Don't buy any of this stuff.
No.
Because the risks, the reward, it's just too high. You know, the risks are too high. But the fact that this is Bitcoin, it does like, change a little bit. You know what I mean?
Well, the stakes are higher in my opinion. I don't know if I'm willing to trade Bitcoin for like an image. Yeah, dude. If we're talking about Bitcoin being the world's reserve currency, and you sold like 0.01 Bitcoin, which is going to be worth like 100K in the future.
I see. Yeah,
it's like
you're competing against narratives. It's like, as a Bitcoin holder,
you
literally have a whole macro situation like playing out before your eyes. That's like Satoshi's literal vision of like a financial collapse coming to fruition.
Right.
And you're holding the damn thing.
Yeah.
That is supposed to be the perfect hedge against that, right?
Right.
Why would I swap that for like some Skittles?
Yeah. Yeah.
Doesn't matter what company made them, right?
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. That's a good point. That is quite the risk trade-off.
Yeah, but that's like my conservative side in me. But if you have enough to like lose, then
why not dabble?
Yeah, why not?
Well, that's the thing. You know, the fucking liquidity pool in Bitcoin is ginormous. It's $500 billion right now.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, the inscription market only needs to siphon away 10% of that to really like make some noise. That's the market size of the NFTs on Ethereum during 2021. It was a $50 billion market.
Yeah.
So it's very feasible that it could happen. It's going to take some time, more infrastructure, more big IP and brands coming in to kind of like validate even more.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So we got Magic Eden, and so let's speculate more. Right. Magic Eden's in. You know, OpenSea is going to be in.
Oh,
you know it.
Yeah. I would make that very bold prediction as well, dude.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem very far fetched.
Here's what's interesting is that Ordinals isn't like exactly part of the protocol, like 100%, right? It kind of is, kind of isn't. We're seeing projects here be businesses, right? They're like, okay, let's take a calculated risk. Let's see if Ordinals takes off. We're gonna be right there.
Yeah.
But if not, I guess we just wasted a bunch of dev time.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's up to us to really kind of think through like the risk, because getting into this these images, or waiting for the bottom to fall out on the financial system.
Yeah. Well, my big question though, and I don't know if you can answer this or not, but is there anything, I don't know, at the protocol or at the consensus level, or like that the Bitcoin core community can do if they, for whatever reason, decide they don't want this to be part of their ecosystem? Can they somehow shun the Ordinals away from like the block space?
They really cannot.
Nothing.
They can't really do anything.
Then this is inevitable.
Yeah, they really cannot do anything, because all Ordinals did was, the supply of Bitcoin is completely linear, right? It's literally a block with a single chain, and it's in sequence, right? And each block minted, right, 50 Bitcoin, then 25, every 210,000 blocks, right? So it keeps happening, right? The inflation rate of Bitcoin, if you will. So everything is in a sequence, and all Ordinals did was just identify, put an ID to all the Bitcoins in existence.
Yeah.
And it's just an information layer on top of the Bitcoin blockchain that puts an ID to every little Satoshi.
That's right. They just leverage the, I guess.
And then they link the two chains, right? The nomenclature chain, like kind of flow, and then the actual blockchain. They linked them by adding a hash value of the image or whatever to the Bitcoin's blockchain. And that's how they're linked.
Yeah. So basically, the protocol is genius.
Yeah, there's nothing,
because it's as immutable, I guess, as non-tamperable as like the chain that supports it, right?
All it needs is people to think that there's a market here. That's it.
Yeah.
If you think there's a market, you're gonna buy one of these. If not, you're not. But
like you said,
Magic Eden is speculating that there is gonna be a market.
Yeah, and the fact that there's already wallets out and about and supporting this, and there's people leveraging that, like, so it's coming to fruition, the infrastructure.
Yeah.
Right. And also part of going deeper into this whole Ordinals thing, we discovered something called Stacks, which apparently, because there's another marketplace called Gamma.io. Right. So this apparently is a specific NFT ecosystem or marketplace for Bitcoin related, digital assets.
Correct.
So as Ordinals, obviously, I was like, what is this Stacks thing? Come to find out, this is like a $1.5 billion smart contract protocol that's building on top of Bitcoin. I'm like, what? When is this happening? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We've been a little too narrow focused on Ethereum, I guess.
Yeah. And then they also have Bitcoin name system.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Which has already more than 200,000 mints. Yeah. Which is a lot, but in comparison to ETH name system, like,
it's like 700,000 or almost 800,000.
I thought it was like in the millions.
No, it's not that much. Sorry, owners. There's millions of names. Yeah.
See, I find this a little peculiar and odd that there's basically one owner per item here. You know what I mean?
Huh.
Doesn't that seem strange?
That does seem strange.
Unlikely, right?
Yeah, you're right.
I'm pretty scared about that. That something seems fishy here.
It could be how Bitcoin is designed, because when I send you a Bitcoin, you send me a wallet. There's nothing in that wallet. If you're using an HD wallet, a hierarchical deterministic wallet, it generates a new key that you can send out.
Okay.
And so maybe this is like just like measuring how many keys hold these.
Gotcha. Not necessarily
the actual owners. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Well, thanks for that, dude.
Yeah.
I needed that.
Yeah.
Now I feel much more comfortable.
Yeah.
But like we said earlier, we're not advocating anybody to buy anything. Just you got to pay attention. This is anytime we find anything new from an ecosystem perspective, even like ZK Sync, they're doing some big things now. They just launched their mainnet, so we're going to be making videos in the near future about that. Right? Tons of projects are going to come out of thin air on ZK Sync, and we're going to talk about them, but just do your due diligence is all we're saying, because a lot of these, what tends to happen is once these markets emerge, exploiters come in to take advantage of that, and to 99% of it ends up being rug pulls or scams at the end of it. Right?
Yep.
So that's the game we've been playing. That's the game we're going to keep playing.
I guess the Bitcoin ecosystem isn't that unaware of scams. I mean, remember the whole YouTube thing? Send me a Bitcoin, I'll send you two.
No.
Yeah, it's like every YouTuber that gets hacked, there's like a live stream happening.
Yeah, like a Vitalik on stage.
Vitalik or right now it's Elon on stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I have seen those.
It's like a ticker as like send us one Bitcoin and we'll send you two. It's like,
who the fuck falls for that?
People.
A lot of people.
Yeah, it works. That's why they keep hacking.
Wow, that's unbelievable. Yeah. Actually. So yeah, well, what is that evidence for?
The ecosystem aware of like scams, right? Yeah. Now it's going to be like 100-fold.
Yeah. So this is interesting, man. I am a believer. I do think at some point within a year or two, Bitcoin Ordinal ecosystem with stacks, whatever that ends up enabling, Bitcoin is going to shift its narrative more than just, a world reserve hedging asset.
Yeah.
Right. It's actually a utility vehicle for tertiary ecosystems to build on top of. I mean, Bitcoin is, if Ethereum is secure, then Bitcoin is for sure secure as well. It 100%. Has an even longer track record than Ethereum.
Yep. 100%.
So why can't it be leveraged as much as Ethereum's like base layer 0 protocol as just a pure settlement layer?
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about stacks being worth $1 billion
already.
That's not nothing.
That's
like top 50.
It is top 50.
Yeah, there you go.
So we're gonna talk about that too. But yeah, man, this is interesting. Keep an eye on this.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, guys, let us know if you have any questions about Bitcoin Ordinals. I guess the Yuga Labs 300 Ordinal drop.
Yes, Magic Eden.
Yeah, Magic Eden as well. Let us know what your thoughts are. Follow us on Twitter at The Block Runner, at MetaZone.io, and at RoviAI, and we will catch you in the next video.
Peace.